Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, TSP Rav Shiva, and welcome to Late Night Scary Time. We're gonna watch some really cool videos. I promise you that. And let's get ready to see this thing, man. It's got some good stuff. I hope you guys are excited. I don't know if you guys remember, I was at
On
TSP
March
Rav
4th of
Shiva,
2026,
which is my normal station, my normal YouTube channel, but I switched everything up. So, guys, let's get ready to get some good stuff on here. All right, guys. Let's see what happens. Hold on.
at around 11 p.m., Destiny K is fast asleep when suddenly something unexpected wakes her up out of bed. Destiny didn't know it at the moment, but her house was struck by lightning. However, this wouldn't be the only thing she wasn't aware of, because on the same night of this incident, something rather creepy was recorded on camera. During the time that lightning struck her house, something happens inside her room.
Okay. So that's me in bed. There's a TV. Look in this general area, okay? This corner of the room. And tell me if you see what I see. The lightning strikes. Look in this bottom right corner. Wait for it. There.
I see something. I don't know what that was, though.
Turn the brightness up.
Now I'll play the video in slow-mo so you can see it better, but keep in mind that the sound you hear in this video isn't scary music that was added to the footage. The sound is naturally what you hear when you play it at 10% speed. The following is what was caught.
Oh. Oh, it looks like something's there. Unless that's a shadow of some sort. So that sound right there is what they're talking about. That was probably the ringing that we heard, but it's a lot slower. How weird. It was like a frequency.
Do you see that? Tell me that doesn't look like a person sitting on the floor in my bedroom. And then they're gone.
Yeah, you know what this reminds me of? It's almost like interdimensional, like something from another dimension just manifesting right in that person's space. You know, I've seen stuff like that when I was younger. And even up to this day, when I do meditations and things like that, I can see things at certain times. I've heard of other people seeing it as well. I've seen my animals, my dogs and cats when I had before, that they would see things as well. They'd keep looking in certain areas, and it would always intrigue me, you know?
And then it's just gone. With this thing, keep in mind that
Although Destiny can't figure out what exactly was caught here, she can definitely see an outline of a body. The image isn't exactly the clearest, but there's no doubting that something which wasn't there initially suddenly appears before disappearing in a flash.
So over here is where I capture the footage. I do not want to go over there, so I'm kind of staying over here. I haven't really sort of crossed this way. I sort of exit out the other door. Basically I saw the flash.
Now, little did she know that this wouldn't be the only thing she recorded on camera, because something else was captured inside her home on the same night of this incident.
Literally half the power in this house is out. Half of the house is out.
Over at her living room, her security camera recorded the fire department arriving to her house. They were there to check for any fire hazards caused by the lightning strike, but during their inspection, something very strange happens.
This is all captured on like a security camera that's battery operated, and thank God we had that. Pay attention to this firefighter right here. He keeps looking over at the couch again and again, like as if someone's sitting there and there's not. And this is when it really gets weird.
According to the firemen, they'd sworn they'd seen someone sitting down on this couch. Watch closely.
Really? Yeah. Well, invited is right now. Invited is a strong word. I had to say. Yeah. Part of my life.
That's really scary.
On the same sofa where they thought they saw someone sitting, this happens. An imprint on the back cushion begins to rise, almost as though someone had gotten
Oh,
off the
yeah.
couch.
Look at
Now, of
that.
course, it's quite likely that the firefighter was merely leaning on the sofa, causing the cushion to pop back into place after getting off. But here's where things start to get truly creepy. If it's likely the case that the fireman was responsible for the rising cushion, then how does one explain this? On the same recording, just a few minutes before checking this panel, a fireman shines his light on the couch and shows this.
You know what, actually, I knew you did. That's the very corner of the dark and the light and the wall. There you go.
That is weird. I see it. Now that's really strange, guys. I don't know if you have seen things like that, but this reminds me just really quickly that about a month ago I was inside my apartment here, and I was just sitting here on the bed and doing something on the computer here. Then I kind of like looked up towards the left, and I have a little area there with a light and my yoga stuff on the side. And I could swear to God, everything looked different, or like it was strange. It was like something was there, but I couldn't exactly see it. So I kind of ignored it. But then I looked up again because when you just get that feeling like something's there, and all of a sudden the lights just blew out. Everything just blew out in that specific area that I was looking. So I went there and I was like, what the hell just happened? So I tried unplugging things and stuff like that and then plugging them back in, and nothing happened. And I had to call the super to tell him what happened. He said that I must have done something. I said, no, I didn't. I didn't tell him exactly what happened, but because he would have probably thought I was crazy. But he had to go and just flip the electrical switches, or whatever it's called, the breaker switches, to turn it back on. And I sat there and I remember after watching this, it reminds me so much of what I had experienced. It was just the weirdest feeling of something there. I don't know if you guys have ever had that experience. But if you have, definitely hit me up in the comments with it.
All I need are 10 minutes.
No one was leaning on the couch this time, let alone being close to the sofa, yet somehow, an imprint begins to clear up, as though someone had stood up from sitting down. Like someone disturbed by the light, they move away. Now, none of the firemen had noticed the shifting imprint, and neither had Destiny, until she went through all the recordings to see if anything else happened on this night. But while scrubbing through all the videos, she found something else that she didn't even notice at first, and it's something that you might have missed too while watching these clips. Early on, when the fireman kept looking at this couch as if seeing someone sitting there, this happens.
I didn't even know.
Is that a dog?
Another floor. No, not that I mean, we've got like city black guys. Not towers, so. Situation.
Whatever it was that the fireman kept seeing on this couch must have been so unsettling that he couldn't stop glancing over. Perhaps he was trying to make sense of what he was seeing, but it didn't help, because looking this way only made things more baffling. Somehow, a candle that was burning bright goes out all of a sudden. Then later, another candle extinguishes. The two candles, combined with the fact that both firemen thought they saw someone sitting on the couch, makes this whole occurrence unsettling.
That is weird.
With everything that occurred that night, it's no wonder why she can't help but think that a ghost or some paranormal thing was caught on camera. But like with most of these videos, it's never certain as to what was captured. Currently, there haven't been any updates on the situation, but until then, this one has yet to be explained. As always, let me know your thoughts on this one.
That is scary. I'm not gonna lie. That's very scary.
Now, this next video was sent in by Nia22, who writes that she took this recording back in 2014. She remembers filming this moment right away, just in case she needed proof for anyone who wouldn't believe her. While staying over at her grandmother's house, her grandma's dog Coco began staring at the ceiling, but Coco had no reason to look there as nothing was on the ceiling. She would just stare at it before hiding underneath the bed. Turns out, she was looking at the two ribbons attached to the ceiling fan, one of which is moving by itself. But then suddenly, something happens that terrifies everyone inside.
Here's my old phone, just to prove that it's not edited or anything.
This is Nia's footage. Watch.
Bro.
Look
Did
at-
that boy text you yet?
Man, I love dogs.
No, look. Coco can tell something's wrong.
Doggy woggy.
Do you
Wow.
see that? Oh, the ribbon. Coco. Coco. What you doing down here?
That's why I love dogs, man.
Bye, Coco.
Bye, Coco. What the f...
Oh, I didn't even notice that. Check this out. Unless they're having an earthquake. I mean, is anything else shaking?
In a panic frenzy, both Nia and her cousin jump out of bed. Thinking that an earthquake was happening right then, they immediately hop off, only to see that nothing else in the room was shaking.
Oh,
If
wow.
nothing around the bed or below it was there to cause a tremor, then what did? As Nia believes, Coco had crawled out from under the bed as she sensed that something wasn't right.
Bye, Coco.
Bye.
I'd
Like
be
most
afraid to
videos
sleep
involving
inside
dogs
there,
that see
man.
things that aren't there, this one seems to suggest that something unexplainable was at play here. Perhaps the ribbon wasn't what was getting Coco's attention, but instead whatever was moving it. Had Coco sensed something that might explain the rocking frame, or had something else been at play here? As she writes, only Coco might know the answer to this.
Man, I love the fact that dogs, cats, animals can sense these things. When I was a kid, I think children have the ability to see this more than anybody else too. Because when I was a kid, I saw so many things, growing up. So this is, this hits home because that's why I love having animals around me. I just feel protected with them, and they know when something is gone awry and something's wrong. They can tell, they can feel it. But this is just amazing. It really is. Man, I miss having my dog. I really do. Hope you guys are animal lovers. I am.
It's late at night when two girls are home alone having what appears to be a sleepover at either girl's place. It's unknown whose house was hosting this mini slumber party, but whether hosted by the girl recording this or the one who's seen on camera, it's safe to assume that they won't be having any more sleepovers at this house. As the video shows, something pretty creepy was captured while both girls stayed up late.
Walking really funny.
Now, the girl talking behind the camera is known as K. Marie, and she took this video way back when she was still attending grade school. It's been more than a few years now since the time of this recording, but still, to this day, she hasn't forgotten about this. As K. Marie writes, me and my cousin are messing around and we caught something strange. This is her video. Take a look.
And go over there and then go like, what the heck, man? Who are you? Hello?
Oh,
What's
oh,
that? Did you guys see that? It's
It
that was
happens
cool.
quickly, but a strange, translucent-like figure passes by. Little K. Marie knew that she saw something, but wasn't entirely sure what it was.
Oh, look how it's
Almost
moving.
immediately after asking, "Who are you?" a seemingly translucent, wispy-like figure flies above her head.
dude, what the heck, man? Who are you?
That was cool.
Hello? What is that?
It just shoots across so fast that you can't make out its shape. Whatever this was is just weird. But this wouldn't be the only weird thing recorded, because much later, K. Marie captures this.
That. Did you guys see that? Come on. Come here. Come here.
A voice saying "come here" is heard on video.
Oh, I thought that
It's
was
a
her.
barely audible voice sounding much like a whisper that seems to be aimed at K. Marie. Although she didn't hear it at the moment, she strangely repeats those same words herself moments later.
Oh, it was her.
Come here.
It's unknown as to where this voice came from or why she repeated those same words, but nothing is as baffling as what occurs next. It was just moments earlier that this was caught in the living room. Watch closely.
Hello from the other side. Getting really funny.
On the surface of this TV screen, a reflection of something moving appears out of nowhere. Mind you though, that K. Marie is sitting down during this time, and her cousin is in the other room. If no one else was home, then who was this? And why is it that this is seen and not the flash from K. Marie's phone? As she points out, the screen showed no reflection of the camera flash or the light from inside the room behind her. In short, nothing that night made any sense. It's for this reason that she shares this video so that someone can explain this. While there has yet to be a definitive explanation, she continues to wonder just what exactly happened that night.
I ain't gonna lie, this actually is really cool. This is really interesting stuff. When you see stuff like this borderline's like, again, interdimensional, something or another here. Like maybe something appearing in this world is from another world, kind of like two dimensions colliding together or something happening along those lines, which is really fascinating to me.
Hello from the other side.
Now the following video was recorded inside a subway carriage with not many passengers on board. The person who took this is known as Mark Ogpas, and apparently, while taking a late night train back to his hotel, he saw something that made his skin crawl. According to Mark, "I caught something that was not normal and gave me goosebumps." Now just for context, this video was taken in 2023 after Mark had come back from playing at a festival that same night. Given that Mark is both a musician and a singer, he rarely posts anything that isn't about making songs or singing on stage. One look at his channel and you'll find clips of him either playing at sold out venues or jamming with friends. All of his videos have nothing to do with anything creepy or paranormal. That is, until recently. After sharing countless videos about music, Mark uploads something that he's kept private for 3 years. On the night of September 2nd, 2023, Mark was riding a train in the city of Vienna with friends and family who had just seen him perform at a venue that just ended. Not sure if he was just seeing things, he takes out his phone and records this.
Oh, that looks really weird. That is creepy. You can clearly see there's something there. That is scary.
Among all passengers on board, one rider stands out the most. Sitting alone and appearing quite stiff is someone who's dressed in all black. They don't move and show no expression whatsoever on their face. Like a body devoid of any life, they remain still while staring off with a dead gaze. Now, of course, the odds of this being an actual person dressed in funeral attire are not low, but being dressed as a mourner in the dead of night with a stiff demeanor will definitely spook anyone. However,
I'd
what
be
makes
scared.
this truly unsettling is a tiny detail that Mark mentions. According to him, when he showed this video to his friends who were sitting across from the lady in black, they told him that they didn't see anyone sitting there at the time. The seat was entirely empty as they recall. The mourner,
New York City
as Mark
subways.
calls her, was only seen by him and thankfully by a few others around him. But of course, what do you think? Had Mark
You know something that's weird? Because I grew up in the city as well in New York, and I remember riding the trains a lot, and I would just ride them for fun when I was younger. And I always wonder, you ever see those videos where people just flip out and they start wanting to fight each other, and some people just go crazy on the subway and they start saying nonsensical things? You ever wonder if that somehow there may be souls trapped in that whole area because it's underground a lot of the times, and they maybe possess people inside there. That's why you see people talking to themselves. They go crazy. You ever wonder that? Because I wonder that every time I've seen things, when I was in the subways, and it just like you see. I remember seeing like people just talking to themselves or talking. It looks like they're talking to someone that's not there, and you see that a lot on the subways. It's really weird. I don't know if you guys have ever been to New York, but if you had any experiences, hit me up. Let me know. If you have any video, even better, send it to me.
captured a full-figure apparition on camera? Or did he just record someone who strangely appeared lifeless while dressed in funeral garments? As always, I'll let you come up with your own conclusion. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video. It was during a school field trip to the mountains that the following was caught on camera. Now it's worth noting that the exact source of this clip is unknown. It seems that whoever took this video was most likely either a student or a teacher who was accompanying the students on this bus. But as it seems, someone or something else had also been accompanying the group, or at least stayed close to them. Throughout the entire video, no one on this bus notices anything strange during their trip. Whether distracted by the mountain scenery via the bus window or the large dash cam inside the shuttle, no one had noticed the thing that appears during this recording. See if you can notice anything strange in this clip. Watch closely.
Moving around so much, it's kind of hard to see.
Now at first glance, it seems that nothing unusual appears inside the bus. And actually, that's true, because what was captured doesn't appear inside, but instead, outside. If it weren't for the live dash cam inside this bus, this wouldn't have been captured. Pay close attention to the TV that's linked up to the dash cam.
Oh, there's something. That's weird. What the hell is that?
In front of the bus, a mysterious figure passes by. Whether walking or running, something about its movement seems quite unnatural. It just seemingly staggers across the bridge as if limping or tottering before disappearing. But by far, its appearance is the most uncanny. Whatever this is doesn't appear to have a torso. What looks like a pair of moving legs are only seen on camera, but the rest of the body, nowhere. Now, because there isn't much info on the video, it isn't known if anyone else had spotted the figure, but if they did, it wouldn't be far-fetched to think that this would have scared the living daylights out of them. But as always, let me know your thoughts on this one.
I ain't gonna lie, that's scary. Whatever that was.
Thanks for watching, and on
Dude,
December 7th,
this stuff was really good, this one. I really enjoyed this. I hope you guys do too, guys. I can't sleep at night. It's like 1:24 in the morning here in upstate New York. So usually I stay up late watching these crazy videos. So if I'm, I'm probably going to watch more of this stuff and be up at night. I'll probably put up another video. So I hope you guys are watching, guys. Remember, it's late night scary time. Definitely hit that subscribe button. You'll get to see all the videos that I do. I'll do some special videos for you guys too, where I have some stuff that I recorded myself as well. So these will be just mainly reaction videos to a lot of the stuff. And if you guys like watching scary stuff, man, we'll even watch some scary movies, at least portions of them. Some that I think are funny and some that I think that are actually really scary. Guys, have a great night. It's me, Rob, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Stay safe, guys. Be blessed.